We are at the end of seeing groups like AMP and RDC. So something really crazy is happening in the streaming entertainment world at the moment. And if you don't know, I'll just kind of hyperbolically catch you up to speed. Content groups that were just content groups are now becoming multimedia entertainment sensations. Okay. There are no longer these weird niche barriers of like, oh, you are only successful or famous in your chat. These are people now that are starting to span past the chat and username conversations. People are now like mobbing cities and stuff like that when they know that they're around for those things. I'm speaking specifically at the moment of AMP. AMP also has taken something that I have said repeatedly over and over again, and the fact that if you sit down and understand what you can do with your brand and your range of your brand in this industry, you can start to become way bigger than, oh, I am Snipe Shooter 45 on whatever platform. Not even this cipher, because I've watched all the AMP ciphers. I've seen them probably at least within a week of each of them dropping out. They have completely taken what used to be the phenomenon around the XXL cipher. And that is not, let me be full frame for this. That is not saying that XXL has not done a disservice in making sure that the product has been god awful since like 2016. And matter of fact, the 2016 cipher only blew up because of how ridiculous it was, not with how good the rappers are. Now, that 2016 class, or whichever one that had like Yachty and all of them on it, those are now starting to look like all-star classes when you go back and look at who the rappers were. But all that aside, AMP as a content group has done all of the outlandish things that, of course, we could talk about: the bando in New York, the mansion, the multiple streamathons and different things that they've done, themed game nights, all the stuff that Kai has done. But to put together a video that is now rolling 1 million views a day. 1 million views a day. It is at 8 million views. It's been up for 8 days. It was trending for most of those 8 days. We are no longer at the point where, and matter of fact, we just gonna have this run right here on mute for a second. We are no longer in the place where creating content is only a casual thing. We are far from the point of having high produced content is overkill to an audience. These dudes put together a movie and then had one of the biggest attractions in this country at this point, in Kevin Hart, come and say some of the wildest things on the microphone. 8 million views. And one of the biggest creators in this group, for those that don't know, Kai Cenat, who started doing Facebook skits and was the last member to get picked up. I ran into AMP because of Agent over here, because it's back when I play 2K all the time, and Agent had a hilarious 2K video. Now you have this whole crew together and they're redefining what it means to be a creator in the entertainment industry. And people aren't paying attention enough because they think about, oh, they just do wild antics. Oh, they're just, black kids with money that do ignorant things, or that shout and yell on the microphone and do all this stuff. But once again, when you remove the ego and the bullshit aside, what is it at its surface? Oh, you have guys that own all of their own things. They manage and handle all of their own brands, plus their collective brand as a group. They do the philanthropy and all that on the side. They create their own video ideas and have their own crew and everything put together. They only do the things that they want to do. And they're actually in a god tier spot where a lot of people this would be their peak. And a lot of them right now are frustrated that they're not able to do the things that they want to do to continue to succeed. That's where they are right now. And the people that want to sit back and hate are usually the ones that can't post a video once a week. It's just me. Just me. So I think the biggest thing about this cipher and the biggest thing about 8 million views in 8 days and all that, I think we're going to see, actually, I think we are at the end of seeing groups like this. We are at the end of seeing groups like AMP and RDC and stuff like that have this like natural boom in this like era of creating content, to where you can still go back and see, 140, 240p versions of old videos of theirs. You're not going to be able to get that catalog of creator anymore. Now everyone has to start at 1080p or 4K or they're behind the curve. Now everyone has to have a great sounding mic. Everyone has to or you're just another 30, 50, 60 follower person on whatever social platform you are, and very low view retention, and you're just another one in the sea of things. But it's situations like this where you see that it's possible to do more and be more. You just have to do more and be more. But we're just not gonna find things like this anymore. We're not gonna find content groups that come out as authentic as this and blow up and have the catalog and the range and all of that between Phantom, Duke, and I'm not glazing. Everybody can chill on that. I'm not glazing. I just think between them and RDC, and maybe you can add another group or two in there, we're just not going to see anything like this anymore. We're just not. And it's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. There goes a YouTube video for you right there. The downfall of content creator supergroups, AMP, RDC World, and blah, blah, blah. See, I'm getting really good at this YouTube thing already.